2003 on a 53 BMW 318i with only 40,843 miles on the clock, this one. So just over 40,000 miles on it. It's a 2-litre petrol, automatic, it's got heated seats, bits and pieces in there. What a lovely, lovely car this is. 40,000 miles on it. Right, bodywork wise, we're going to start off at the bonnet, work our way around. Lovely and clean and tidy across the bonnet, no issues there. A few little stone chips, but that's all to complain about really on the bonnet. Probably going to make for a short video, this one. A few little stone chips on the bonnet, that's all I've got to complain about there. As you come down, all the headlights are lovely and clear. And look at that there, nothing wrong with that at all. Bumper corner, tiny little mark here on the left hand side next to the little spotlight, fog light, sorry. Lovely and straight across the lower valance. Odd little stone chip, but that is all really to complain about. And again, the right hand light, crystal clear there. As you come down the right hand side, a little bit of a scuff on the bottom half of the bumper there. Tiny little one there as well. As you come around the wheel arch, lovely and straight and tidy. No corrosion coming through there. Nice and clean. A little bit of a mark here at the front. And a few little scratches in the paintwork itself on the wing. As we go up onto the roof, all nice and tidy across the roof. The odd little surface scratch, sponge where it's been washed over the years, but that's all to complain about. No corrosion around the corrosion. Get my words out today. No corrosion around the sunroof. All nice and clear across the top of the window. Have a good look at that. Good look at that roof there. As we come down onto the driver's door, nice and tidy again on the door. Lovely and straight down this side. Tiny little mark on the wing mirror cap. Across the lower half, nice and tidy. No corrosion on the doors there. All lovely and straight. A few little marks at the back of the door there. And that's all to complain about on the doors. As we come down that big rear arch, have a good look at the sill section there. And up and around the arch, got a few tiny little marks here on the arch. Little bleb there. And a little bit at the back on the driver's rear arch, but very presentable. Even with that there. As we come around the fuel cap, no heavy scratching around the fuel cap. Top the rear quarters nice and clear. Onto those rear tail lights there, lovely and clear on the right hand side. Bumper corner, scuff free. We've got parking sensors as well. Left hand side, scuff free as well. And again, the lights are crystal clear. Across the bottom of the boot, no issues there at all. As you come up the boot lid and across the back body line, no real scratching across here, normally where the boot gets closed by, especially if you've got rings on that, will scratch that quite easily. Nice and tidy across there and across the bumper. A few light marks on here, but nothing major, nothing's been dragged into the boot. Onto the left-hand rear quarter again, nice and straight at the top half of that there. A little bit of corrosion on the back arch on the left-hand side. As you follow it around, got a tiny little bit underneath the paint here on the left-hand side. And again, this side, lovely and straight across the doors. All nice and tidy there. A little bit of bubbling on the wind strip here because they are aluminium. The sort of just aluminium against steel never really works. Nice and straight on the passenger door. No major scratching around the handles. Wing mirror cap on this side's all lovely and fresh. Sits lovely and level, that one, all one shade. As you come onto the front wing. A few little stone chips on the front wing, but no corrosion. All nice and straight on that front wing. Tiny little bit down the bottom end there. A few little marks down there. Into the interior now. Like I say, just over 40,000 on the clock. We've got the grey cloth door cards, are lovely and tidy. The wood, nice and shiny, no delamination there at all. As we jump onto the seat, lovely and straight. A few little watermarks there. No wear at all really on the seat. No rips, no tears. Manual seats. The inserts, lovely. That pattern is all nice and fresh. On the driver's seat, across the top of the dashboard. No cracks on there at all. The wood's all lovely in this one here. Nice and straight. The dials, nice and fresh, easy to read. Steering wheel's lovely as well. Half wood wheel. Aftermarket head unit, but we've got the original one included with the sill. Even got heated seats in this for 318 petrol. Electric windows, all nice and tidy in there. Sunroof model as well. Minimal wear to the armrests as well. All nice and clean in here. Nice and fresh. As we go onto the headlining, have a good look at that. All lovely and tidy in there. Into the driver's rear. Again, lovely and clean on the door card, no problems with that at all. Grey carpets with the black mats are really, really fresh. Back seat showing minimal wear once again. No issues about that at all, no rips or tears. And again, headlining lovely and clean from the rear side there. As we jump into the boot now, like I say, original head unit in the box there. Nice and tidy in here. I'll just move out the way. We'll have a good look in here. We'll check the toolbox while we're on. It's always an excitement when they're... Oh, look at that. We are missing one item. It's about as full as they get on these. Still got the triangle there as well. Into the boot floor now. This is what we want to see. Bit of dodgy camera work when I wedge my big fat fingers in there and try and lift that up. James, can you come lift that boot floor up for me, please? James is going to lift that up. My fat fingers aren't getting in there. Into the left-hand rear door card again, same condition, no marks, no rips, no tears. And again, the back seat from the left-hand side, lovely and clean. Very, very fresh there, no problems at all with that. As we go into the passenger front, again, the door card. It's what you expect at the wood. There's no delamination, there's no cracking, there's no wear to the handles, nothing around here. The seat itself showing very, next to nothing on there. Look at that. No issues at all with that seat bolster. The seat itself lovely and fresh and clean. Smells like a new car in there, it really does. James has managed to get that boot floor open there to have a look at that. All nice and tidy in there. Onto the engine bay now. Get this bonnet popped here. Lift the engine bay up. All nice and tidy in there. It's actually, I know it's a 318 this one, but it's actually a 2 litre petrol. James is going to fire it up for us. No one wants the noise of that firing straight up. No nasty rattles. Just look how clean it is in there. We'll check for some warning lights as well, if that's all right, James. We'll have a little look in there. Thank you.
Nada.
There you go. There's the mileage, 40,843. We've got no warning lights. The only one on there is for the door being open because it's open. And there you have it, the BMW 318i on a 2,353, 40,843 miles on the clock on that one.